Welcome to EPZ Pathshala program. Paper name Economics of Disaster. Module name What is Disaster? Vulnerability. The main objective of this module is to have a basic understanding of the concept of vulnerability. Let's start our module on vulnerability with a few key definitions of vulnerability. The United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction in the year 2007 has defined vulnerability as the characteristics and circumstances of a community, system or asset that make it susceptible to the damaging effects of a hazard. Center for Environment Education in the year 2007 has defined vulnerability as a set of conditions and processes resulting from physical, social, economic and environmental factors which increase the susceptibility of a community to the impact of hazards. If one is vulnerable to a hazard, then the risk of being affected is higher. For example, in coastal area, people living in huts are more vulnerable to wave than who live in concrete buildings. Cannon in the year 1994 has defined vulnerability as a characteristics of individuals and groups of people who inhabit a given natural, social and economic space within which they are differentiated according to their varying position in society into more or less vulnerable individuals and groups. It is a complex characteristic produced by a combination of factors derived especially but not entirely from class, gender and ethnicity. Other related terms are resilience, marginality, susceptibility, adaptability, fragility and risk. Lewis in the year 1999 has defined vulnerability as the degree of susceptibility to a natural hazard. There are